Hey y'all, we're back again. We're gonna talk about the different breeds of sheep. That one right there, she is a hair sheep. Supposedly she's a SOAY. Soy is what somebody told me, or she's got a lot of that influence because that's what they look like. But she sheds off like a hair sheep. She's a great mom, and I didn't pay much of nothing for her. So, and so she just happened to be here when I started the video. So whether she's a hair sheep or not, I ain't got a clue. But these are just common farm hair sheep, commercial sheep. We grow lambs and sell lambs, and that's what we do. So we don't sell registered stock, we don't sell breeding stock. So having a specific breed and these 100% bloodlines, that's really not what we're concerned with. We're concerned with, can she have a baby? Can she raise a baby? That's our main focus. And that baby, her raising it, and us getting that, how well that baby does getting to market weight. That's what our concern is. So, yep. And there's that one right there. That is an American black belly. So, which is just a Barbados black belly that's been bred to a Mouflon, and they're mainly used for those exotic hunting, those big rams at the wild game ranch. And there's a Katahdin mama and her babies. All these babies are sired by Dorpers, so, which we don't use Dorpers anymore. This is our last Dorper cross crop. They just didn't work out as well as we wanted them to on this farm. So there's a lot of Katahdins. Most everything we got is Katahdin for the most part, or Katahdin Dorper cross. I think there's a few white Dorpers out here. Basically, I bought my sheep from, when I started, I bought sheep from a sheep broker. People that buy sheep put groups of sheep together and sell them. They're the guys that sell these little starter groups of sheep. I bought them at sale barns. I buy rams from registered breeders that breed registered stock, and because when it comes to the rams, it's easier to have some good solid ewes and blow the bank or spend a whole lot of money on one ram than it is 200 mamas. There's our nanny goats that eat brush for us. There's one of our white Dorper ewes, our white Dorper cross, that one there with a bobtail. So that red one, she's getting ready to have her babies. She's a Katahdin. So there's one having babies right now. Sarge, get away from there. So he's over there watching them. He's good at watching. That's a black belly, or Barbados black belly. There's another one here. I think she's a white Dorper cross with something. There's just some Katahdins. Basically, the most common sheep you're going to find in West Tennessee is a Katahdin. Whether it's a Katahdin that's crossed with something or just a straight commercial Katahdin, they're going to be the most commonly found sheep in West Tennessee. You'll find some Dorpers, some Dorper Katahdin crosses. Dorper Katahdin cross, real easy to come across for the most part. Finding just straight Dorpers, you might have to hunt a little, but you can find them. Occasionally you'll find some St. Croix. Bar black bellies, they're a little harder to come by. You got to work at that. American black bellies the same way. When I say black belly, I mean Barbados black bellies and then American black bellies. But Barbados and American black bellies, you got to work to find them. Royal whites, you got to work to find them. Those are harder to find. But your Dorpers, your Katahdins, those are pretty commonplace in West Tennessee. Basically, what run through the breeds real quick. Basically what a Royal White is somebody took a Dorper and somebody took a St. Croix, put those two together so they get the gains, the weight gains, and the out of the Dorper and the frame and the meatiness, but you get the height and the from your St. Croix, your parasite resistance, and and they came up with a Royal White. I've heard nothing but good things about them. But like I said, it was developed here in America. The Katahdin was developed in Maine. They're named after the highest point in the state, which is Mount Katahdin. They are just an all-around good sheep. They're like tiny cows. They're low maintenance and readily available, and good parasite resistance, good, great feet. You can't really say anything bad about them. They're readily available. I like them. They do good in West Tennessee. They do great on this farm. Never owned a Royal White, so I can't say. Dorpers. I haven't had great luck running Dorper rams. The only Dorpers we've had were our full rams. There's another Katahdin mama. A Dorper is developed in South Africa and then brought to the United States. They also have Dorpers and they have white Dorpers. White Dorper is what it is. It says a white Dorper. Typical Dorper is going to have a black head and a white body. And they'll be a little shorter. They have a lot of muscle mass to them. So let's see. You got your St. Croix. They're from the island of St. Croix. When they were believe that they were derived from African breeds of sheep and then brought to St. Croix, and they've got great parasite resistance, handle heat, humidity great. They also grow winter coats. They handle winter real well. I can attest to that. We have a few. They do great. I just prefer the Katahdin because I think the Katahdin's a little bit meatier sheep, which I've never owned a registered St. Croix. I have owned commercial ones, and I just like the Katahdins better. I think they're not as thin looking. They're a little bit more muscular. And Barbados, Barbados, they are from the island of Barbados. Same deal. Supposedly they come from African sheep lines, and then they were brought to Barbados, and then they were y'all got to go back in that other pen. But they have great they have great parasite resistance, great feet, awesome mothers. Just takes them 2 years to fully mature. They're a little smaller. I do like them because if you can find them, they're not as expensive on the commercial side. You can usually pick up good replacement Barbados ewes for around $100 on the commercial side. And even though it takes so long for the lambs to get bigger, if you have a good Katahdin ram, Royal White, Dorper, you can put them with your Barbados ewes, and you will get babies that will grow off and finish just like everybody else on the same time frame. I like them because they look cool, and they will grow a winter coat and do great here in the winter. So one of my favorites is just, if you breed them straight, it's going to take forever for them to get big, and it's just you're stuck with them that much longer. Supposedly they have a real the meat's real high quality. It's a darker in color. It's got a sweeter taste to it, a richer taste. I don't know. I've never had it. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much the breeds you're gonna find in West Tennessee. If you like, or you've got questions, comments, just like, subscribe, comment below. The next video we're probably gonna make is where you're gonna find your sheep, and the pros and cons, and the high points, the low points, and we'll go through all that. There's one having a baby now, or finishing up lambing. But like I said, just like and subscribe, and we'll make the next one and answer more questions.